Hello beautiful people, welcome back to this channel. I'm Mai and this is Daughter of My Mom and the series Crafting Dreams. Today's video is gonna be more like a reflection of the past 100 days because as of today, I've been an entrepreneur or a small business owner without my corporate job for more than 100 days. We passed the 100-day mark. Yeah! I gave myself 365 days and getting to the triple-digit number is scary when I compare what I wanted to be, where I am actually daunting. And I'm gonna share with you where I'm at, the learnings of the first 100 days as an entrepreneur, and also what I need to do soon, what I'm planning to do and what I want to do for the rest of this time, at least for the next other 100 days. So by the time I do the 200-day update, things are gonna look way more positive than they look right now. One of the things that I went back to was why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do this full time? Because if you are new here, I used to have a corporate job, and this was my side hustle or like my weekend type of hobby. But 100 days ago, I left my corporate job and started to do this full time. I have the Maker's Yearbook 2024, and this year in January when I decided to make this my full-time gig, I started to fill it up, and one of the key things is why do I want to do this? And I'm gonna read to you some of the things that I had. You have a space for up to 16 reasons, and I'm gonna share with you my list. I just read it like before making this video, and it's 100% still the reason why I want Daughter of My Mom to succeed and to be able to continue doing this for the rest of my life. The first reason, crafting makes me happy. It connects me with my mom. And that is still my first reason. Every time I get an order, every time that I'm sewing anything, every time that I talk about crafting, crocheting, sewing, knitting, cross-stitching, you name it. Every time that happens, I think about my mom and I can feel her. I feel her presence every day in this studio. And that is my biggest driver. I know my mom is very proud and she's very happy from heaven seeing me thrive and seeing me doing something that I love this much. Anyway, moving on. Reason 2 is I want to follow my dream, but also I want to remain financially secured. And of course, finance hasn't been the greatest for me in the last 100 days, and I will get into that. Number 3 is YouTube has always been something I had tried to get into. I have had my YouTube channel for many years, almost a decade now, and I love creating videos. I really love creating videos and making content and helping people out there. And although I haven't been as consistent as I would have loved, I still enjoy making these videos and I'm planning to continue. Number 4 is I want my studio, so my home is a place to rest and away from work. This is in the future. Although I love my home studio, I would love to have my own boutique sewing space where I go and meet new people, and I can have like sewing socials and like connect with more people. But even if I want to invite people to my house, there is no room for anyone else, just me, because the state of this, like supplies are taking over. I want to share my passion for crafting with others, and this is so true. I have many friends and very good friends, but none of my very good friends are crafty like me. So I have reached out to the community around me, and I have found people like-minded that enjoy sewing, enjoy crocheting, and I'm happy to belong to those circles too. I want to travel with my craft, so going to markets around Australia, and that's something that I haven't done except for just traveling within Victoria. I have a gift, my creativity. I should make the most of it. When I'm at markets, at least once per day, someone says, oh my God, you are so talented, you are gifted. And this is not me bragging, this is me acknowledging that other people believe that I'm creative and I'm talented. And I know I am because I had the best teachers. I want to be my own boss, please. Who in corporate doesn't want to be your own boss? I want to continue bringing people happiness via handmade gifts, and as it's still a big reason, my products do make people happy. I love when people leave the reviews saying that they're very happy to receive the little parcel, and someone so love the book sleeve or the bookmark or etc. I love that. Like, that makes me extremely happy. To make my family proud, but also my angels. I have many angels. So I normally only talk about my mom and my grandma. Those are my biggest angels, but I also have uncles, and from my dad's side, I have both my grandparents, and I know that they are all with me. Like, I have many people in heaven right now, and they are just blessing me every day. To pass the passion for crafting to the next generation. And this is a big one because my husband and I, we are not gonna have kids, touch wood. We don't want kids. We are childless by choice. But I do believe that it's important to pass all these crafty arts to the next generation. And I love when at my sewing or my knitting club, someone very young comes in, or when at markets, someone very young says, oh, I'm learning how to crochet, or I'm learning how to sew, and I love it. That also makes me very happy. I want Dora of my mom to be known as a giftware brand. Yeah, I want to make it big. One of the things that I have been thinking is that Dora of my mom is such a long name. I'm actually thinking that in the future, it may change to be just the acronym DOM. So DOMM, Dora of my mom, but DOM. That's something that's in my mind. I've been thinking about it. Not that I'm gonna do it now, but maybe in the future. And then finally, I want to be able to reach a global audience. So at the moment with YouTube, yes, I reach a global audience, but with sales, unfortunately, no, because shipping is really expensive, and at the moment, I just can't afford it. So those were the reasons, and I spent 11 minutes talking about the reasons why I want to do this and why I want this to work. And I wanted to share that with you because I want you to know how important this is for me. This is not a hobby anymore. This is my life, and almost all my dreams are in this business. Moving on to the things that have actually worked for me in this first 100 days. And I use my agenda again, and I have a list of things that work and things that need a little bit more of effort. So what's working? So the first one is the passion and love continues and is bigger and louder now. Before, I was passionate and I knew I want to do this, but now that I'm doing it full time, I feel myself giggling, and I found myself smiling for no reason, just because I'm utterly 100% happy with my life as it is right now and what I'm doing day in and day out. Yes, financially, I'm not doing so well, the business, I mean, but oh boy, I'm just so happy. In the first 100 days of this adventure, I have attended 14 markets all across Victoria, and I love them, every single one of them. Have they been successful? Not really. That's one of the things is in the other column. The markets, they don't work for me at the moment because the cost of the market at the moment normally goes between 100 and 140. And on average, I'm making $200 per market. And that is sales. So if you take those $200, remove the stall fee, it's only $100 that I'm making for 6, 7, 8 hours of work, getting up at the break of dawn, getting at home at 3:30 p.m., only for $100. But I love going to the markets. I get leads in the markets that are not accounted in those $200. So I love them, but I need to make them work harder. That's for the other column. Something that also has helped a lot since I started these 100 days is that I did a 180-degree change in my life. I started exercising. I'm now having a very healthy, balanced diet, and everything happened at once. So I resigned from my work, and this was like, this is my new me. This is the start or the new Mariana 2.0 version, and it's been working very well. I'm trying to have a routine and a priority list, so that's other thing that this beautiful agenda has made very easy, is that per day you have what are the 3 priorities to do today. And I'm focused on that. Every morning I start my day by looking at my agenda and completing and checking what is for the week, what events, what markets, what commitments I have for the week, and what I want to do for that week. Each week has a goal, and that goal is connected to the monthly goal, and the monthly goal is connected to the year goal. So this best investment ever. Also, it's been very good for me to build connections and relationships with other makers. So the markets have played an incredible job in this, because now I feel like I'm part of the craft markets community. I have friends that I reach out every week saying, what markets are you doing this week? Will I see you on this? Or good luck on that one. I haven't found the dark side of markets yet, and I hope that I don't find it ever. But so far, I've had the best time with my colleagues of other stallholder owners. One thing that I did and also has worked very well in these 100 days, the first 100 days, is to finally put together my email list and use it. So I signed up for Clavijo, and that is an email marketing site that organizes all your email subscribers, and it's very easy to send campaigns and reach out to those customers or lapsed customers, and just as a reminder that you are here, that my products are still here, or new products or promotions. I recently ran a 50% off my store, and it was very successful. The other big thing that worked, or I think is gonna work, is that video that I made a few weeks ago about how I'm changing the products that I'm offering. So the book sleeves are transitioning from having a button to have a zip, and I'm gonna include book covers or book jackets into my product offer, and that is a reflection of first me wanting to make my products look a little bit more professional, but also listening and hearing your feedback. Another thing that happened during these first 100 days is that my creations, my products, are now stocked in a little market called the Love Collective, I think is the name, in Ferntree Gully, something. I put the details down in the description, but my products are there. Not all of them, but a sample of my products are currently there, and that's my first stockist that I have, and I'm very proud of getting that in. All right, so that was what has been working in the first 100 days of this adventure. Now let's very quickly talk about what needs a bit more. The first one, of course, financially, my business is still in the red. Currently, I have a expense tracker every month, and since it started, it's been in red, meaning I'm spending more than I'm getting in. And there are a few reasons for that. One is I closed or put on holiday my Etsy shop because it was just too expensive to run. The second one is that I probably didn't select the best time, financially speaking, in Australia to start this adventure, because I felt it in the online sales, and when I talk to other small business owners, they also have felt it, that the sales are not as good. The other reason is that in winter, people don't go that much to markets. And if they go to escape the rain, not necessarily to buy. So as I mentioned, my markets on average have not been okay. And one of the reasons for the markets not doing great for me, but great for other people, is that my most expensive item is, I think, $25, $30. That is not a lot. So I do have a lot of sales, but a lot of sales of $5, $6. But when the stall fee is $140, you have to offer something that goes across the board. You have to have less expensive items for the kids and for easy sales, but also you have to go to the spectrum and have high quality, very unique items at the other end that with one sale you can say, whew, I'm covered for today. Whatever else I sell is gonna be profit. That's been my issue at the moment. However, I'm working on that. It's gonna be under control in the future. I also think that I need to create a loyalty program. I do have a lot of repeat customers and I want to give back some for them. I do have a small group of core loyalist shoppers who deserve more from me. As always, social media. Look, I have tried. I have done YouTube. I'm keep doing it YouTube, but posting on social media, Reels and TikToks have not been consistent, and that is not helping my presence, my reach. I need to improve my game, my social media game. The other thing that I think that I need a little bit more support or a little bit more investment is in the financial part. In terms of taxes, I do have several machines, like my embroidery machine, my sewing machine, and a little bit of bits and pieces all around me. And I'm very bad at doing taxes. So far, I have done it myself, but I think that now, given that this is my full-time gig, I need professional help and I need to hire someone to support me with the taxes because I don't have any idea how to claim deductions for depreciation of the assets. I learned it in finance, but Australian way, no idea. And also another big part of what needs to be done for the next days or the next 100 days of this business is that I need to offer products that are personalized or customized that use my embroidery machine. That machine cost me a lot of money and is sitting there doing nothing for the majority of the time. And I need to find a way to make the most out of that. As you saw in the last video, the embroidery bird announcement, I need to push that harder on socials and at the markets. Those are the learnings and the opportunities that I have identified from the past 100 days as a small business owner here in Australia, doing this as a full-time thing. I'm very happy and I hope I can continue doing this for the rest of my working life, fingers crossed. And your support is very important and critical. Not only your support watching this and giving it a like and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed, but also word of mouth. Like if someone near you is looking for a gift, send her my details, my Instagram, my YouTube, my phone number if you have to. Custom orders, I'm open for custom orders. The more people know about me, the more orders I may get. And that helps me a lot. That's everything for today. Thank you so much for being here and I will see you next week. Bye.